so before we take a look at the downstairs, I figured I'd give you guys sort of a little tour of the general area, neighborhood, that sort of thing. Hopefully I don't get a ticket, because they do take the whole, being on your cell phone or using your cell phone while you're driving thing kind of serious here. But anyway, let's kind of look at generally what it looks like near the house. Now, I will say this is kind of the scenic route home. There is, I-40 does come within about 2 miles of the house. There's an exit right there, so, normally I don't come this way home, but this is sort of what's generally around. So, kind of see for yourself a little bit. And hopefully my filming isn't terrible, because I can't really look too closely while I'm driving down the road here. But yeah, it's kind of a nice area, and definitely more rural. I kind of like this barn and silo and this whole thing, mainly because it's actually part of Warren Wilson College, which is nearby. And basically the deal with Warren Wilson is that every student who goes to college there works the farm here, which I know a lot of you are probably snickering a little bit, but yeah, so they work the farm, and the point is that kind of offsets the tuition costs. So the school can be a lot more affordable. I think they get some pocket money from it and that sort of thing too. So yeah, kind of a cool idea, I think. But anywho, so yeah, this is there's the Warren Wilson College sign. I expected there wouldn't be any people out. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Expected there wouldn't be any people out at this this time of day. It's kind of early afternoon, a little bit before most people get off from work. So, but I think there's a bus in front of us there. I think they kind of backed the traffic up a little bit. So anyway, so we will continue on. So this is like the campus proper, even though it still looks like a bunch of trees. There are buildings on either side, sort of back into the forest here. I mean, we do, this is in the mountains, so everything is kind of in the forest. So anyway, continuing along, again, this is more college stuff here. Yeah, it is kind of a nice drive. I still am not, the biggest fan of driving in particular, but, it's nice to at least have, some decent scenery and whatnot when you're driving around. To me, cars are just nothing but trouble. Things go wrong with them. Gas is really expensive. You put tires on them. You got your service engine light on all the freaking time that you have to pay a load of money for some guy to fix. So, and anyway, but it is nice to kind of drive around, check out some scenery and whatnot. And of course, if you've got heavy things that you need to transport, then that's definitely going to be helpful if you have a vehicle of some sort. I know during my days in New York, there were some times when I really wished I had a car to transport some things. So that would be nice. And of course, we are in the South, so there's going to be a number of churches and whatnot around. So, but for the most part, I mean, Asheville's kind of a very hippie-friendly area. LGBT-friendly area, so it's an interesting mix, and I think a lot of the sort of the Christians in the area don't abide by some of those stereotypes, which is nice. So it's kind of interesting little spot there. That's actually for the fire department to practice on, from what I understand. They set that little building on fire and then practice putting it out, I suppose. anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the little drive here. I guess maybe it's not as interesting to you as it is to me, just because everything is kind of nice to look at, but I don't know how interesting this is going to be on a video. So if you're bored, I apologize, but we will get to the basement area or downstairs area, soon to not be the basement area of the house. So yeah, this is pretty much what the neighborhood looks like. The house is just on the other side of this big hill here. So I guess we'll go check out the basement. Alright, so some of you may have wondered why it was to be continued last time. The reason was I was having some trouble with a little something down here, and I'll tell you about that. So this is the disaster that is the basement. It's not going to be a basement forever, but for right now it is. Right now there's a pool table and a bunch of friggin' junk down here. So I'm trying to get this stuff cleaned out. The eventual idea is for this room, what was my living room back in New York will be here. The couch will be sort of right here, and my TV and all that stuff will be on this back wall, and there is actually a lot of room back there. There's just also a lot of junk back there. So there is also the floor model TV, which is going to be in here somewhere. I'm hoping to do kind of like a really old school section where I have like the Atari and the Fairchild and all the old consoles hooked up to this floor model, maybe a couple little chairs, that sort of thing. So yeah, just try to ignore this room. Pool table's going, as is the light. So all that will be gone, and most of the stuff that's like on or around it is leaving as well. So now to the final room here, and it looks a little clinical in here right now, but this is where the arcade machines are going to go. I was originally going to put the living room area in here as well and make it into kind of a den sort of thing, but I decided it was a little too cramped and I didn't want to do it that way. Now, some of you are probably asking, why in the hell is there a garage door on this and no ceiling? This used to be a garage area, or basically still is a garage area. So that's another part of it. We're going to be reflooring everything. I'm actually having the door taken out. It's going to be, I guess, maybe 6 to 7 weeks from now. I paid the deposit on it last week, and they said they were 8 weeks out because of all the rain that we've had here lately. So they're going to take the whole door out, put in sliding glass door that'll cover that whole area there. It'll be 3-pane, and the middle part will slide over. So that'll be nice. They're also replacing the window here, and I'm also going to probably, in addition to putting the ceiling up, of course, I'm probably going to put some vents over here into the storage room next door, because that one is pretty much completely underground, and it has a tendency to get kind of moldy. So, but anyway, for imagination's sake, I'm going to at least just have a lamp on for right now so you can get an idea of what's going on. And hey, wait a minute, what's this guy doing here? So that's the big surprise for the video here. Is I picked up another cab. This is a Sega Blast City. I actually bought it while I was still living in New York from a guy in Florida who just had it delivered here. It came with an Xbox 360 in it, and the wiring was a little questionable, but I finally got everything working. There was like a Mad Catz arcade controller that was hooked up to the controls here, but eventually down stopped working, and it wasn't the wiring itself, it was actually the PCB inside the controller, which was a little odd. But at any rate, I got that up and working myself, And I ordered some parts and whatnot. I'm gonna sort of rewire the whole thing anyway. So at any rate, he told me there's some burn in on the monitor, but it looks pretty good to me. And it's hard to tell when you guys are looking through, camera lens what you can see, but it does need to be adjusted just a little bit. There's a little too much blue in the picture, which, when I'm looking down right now, it looks like it's probably more blue to you guys than it is even to me. But at any rate, it needs to be adjusted a little bit, but not a big deal. It's got the bass fishing, Sega bass fishing marquee in it. I think this was actually an American machine, or a machine used in America, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to try to get, I know there was someone doing Sairiojo Blast City marquees a while back, so I'm going to try to remember who that was and get in touch with them. Of course, we've got the Net City here going strong as always, looking beautiful. And the Aero City over here, looking beautiful as well, and the Astro City, which is a little pitiful at the moment because it doesn't have its speakers, so there's no sound on that one as of yet. But I wanted to get the cab set up at least, so I could do just a little bit of gaming. I don't have a whole lot of time for it at the moment, but it is kind of nice just to do a little bit from time to time. So the foosball table is actually going to go in here as well, and that will leave plenty of room for any future additions should I decide to get another machine, or I'm actually thinking that I might get a pinball machine eventually. So that's kind of the idea. And of course we got the ton of arcade PCBs and stuff. They're not going to stay there for good. They're just kind of hanging out for right now. So anyway, that's sort of what's going on in this disaster of a downstairs area. So we got the machine all tuned up here, and the colors are looking great. Hopefully they're looking great for you guys. It's always hard to tell with camera. But I thought maybe we could play a little, do a little garbage gameplay here of Dodonpachi Sairiojo, which is the last in the Dodonpachi series from Cave. And I'm going to be playing the Xbox 360 mode. I uploaded a 1cc of this, I suppose, maybe a year ago, right after I got the game. It was about a week after I got it, which lets you know that if you're kind of experienced in this genre, that the Xbox 360 mode is pretty easy, actually. And one of the reasons I wanted to sort of show it to you guys in this context is it's a great sort of beginner's version of the game. I also wanted to mention there's lots of unlockable options. I got all of them turned off this time. When I did my 1cc, someone commented recently, and I'm not sure if they didn't know about the auto hyper, that you can unlock that, or if they were calling me out for using it. But at any rate, I'm going to do it legit this time, and there's no way I'm going to get a 1cc because I haven't played this game forever. So anyway, we're just going to have some fun. So in the Xbox 360 mode, there's only one ship to choose from. It's pretty cool. It's got these lasers on the outside that sort of follow the direction that you're going in. You may notice I had the voices turned off for this. I did that in my 1cc as well because I hate them. You can turn that off though. Bugs on the monitor. Anyway, the biggest difference though between this and the regular game, other than some of the bullet patterns and whatnot, is if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see a health bar down here. And health bar is kind of unusual in shoot 'em ups, and usually when you find one, that just means the game's cheap and you're going to take a lot of hits. But basically, you can think of this as kind of like playing bomb style. And so when you take a hit, you will do an auto bomb, and your health bar will go down. But when you get hypers, which I just earned one there, somehow I think I missed a B. That's too bad. Anyway, I thought there was two there at the beginning section. Anyway, it's been a while. So yeah, when you use a hyper, then you actually can build your health bar back up. So kind of a cool little system, really, or at least I think so. So And it kind of gives you a risk versus reward, a little strategy. And it also means if you take a bunch of hits, that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that your game's over and that you're completely screwed. So, I think it's pretty cool. But, you know, not everyone likes it, I'm sure. You know, and if you're going to be all hardcore, you're probably not going to play this version much. But it is nice to kind of relax and play. And you can kind of play nice and sloppy like I like to play. So, you know. So yeah, there's our first boss. You can see here our hypers on level 3. That'll show up behind your ship there. And thankfully, in addition to the obnoxious voiceover saying that you've earned another hyper, there's the sound, so you can hear it when that happens. There's a little bit of awkwardness at the end of every stage because they continue to talk even after, you know, the boss is over. I don't know what, like, whose idea it was just to have these characters just talking through the whole thing. So, and it just sounds like casual conversation. I don't know what they're saying, but yeah, it just, I don't know, it's really annoying, I think, but that's just my opinion. So nobody asked me. Cave didn't ask me about it, so they should have. So anyway, yeah, it's just kind of a fun game. And other than your little health meter doodad here, everything else is, you know, your normal Donpachi game. You're you know, collecting hypers and trying to destroy enemies, keep your chain up, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, running stuff like that. Sorry, I was too intent on getting that bee over there. I know there's one, yeah, there's one right there too. But at any rate, like I said, this gameplay is probably going to suck really bad, so, you know, my apologies. You'll probably be seeing me run into stuff over and over again, but it's a good thing about this game is if you're, like, really horribly tired like I am now, you can still play it. You don't have to worry about being all focused and, you know, all those kind of crazy things. It's like a casual shmup in a way, so I don't know, I kind of like it for that reason. I can, if I'm tired and I just still want to play a shmup and just kind of gun some things down and that sort of thing. It's kind of therapeutic in that way. So let's see, I don't remember. Sometimes I get nailed trying to get all these parts off of here, but we'll see. I don't remember if this goes on here, but all right. So I guess that's that. So you get your little awkward silence again. But yeah, like I said, you know, if you just want to kind of chill out, or if you're really tired, if you're like me and you're trying to get a house together, and I'm actually working at just a temporary job, a place I used to work before, needed some help, so, and I needed some money, so until my real job starts, I figured I might as well earn a little cash. But unfortunately, it's yeah, work's not the most fun, but I suppose most jobs aren't, and yeah, it leaves me a little worn out just trying to do everything. But that's what they made this for, that and beginners. So it's the other thing, if you're into shoot 'em ups and you know, you're trying to get some friends into it, this might be a good one to kind of start them out on, because like I said, it is, you know, fairly easy in terms of this genre. And I'd say I love this stage, everything about it, the music, the visuals. It's a really awesome stage. So So, and if you're looking for any strategy, this is probably the only bit of strategy I'm going to give you in the whole video here. The reason I've been saving up these hypers is you really can't kill this boss without a hyper. So, most people in the regular game don't use any until this point. So, I usually hold off just a bit, and maybe right there. And you can see this this will wipe this guy out really quickly. So, just make sure you don't get hit in the midst of this hyper. So, and it's cool because then you've built up your hyper again by the time you get here. And that was not an auto hyper. That was a real thing right there. So, and to be honest with you, I know this this sort of debate always gets people really, really kind of upset. But I actually. I feel the same way about sort of like Daifukatsu Black Label, but I actually like the music better in this version. That's kind of my personal opinion, but it's a little more aggressive, which I kind of like. Oh shit. And I'll just run into a bullet like that. Trying to work my way up and around something, and I saw that coming a mile away, and it didn't make any difference. So it's all right. My life bar is still in the green because I recovered from that one hit before. So, and we'll see. I don't remember. Yeah, as I say, I don't remember a lot about this boss. So I might use the hyper. I might not. It's hard to say. Watch those guys. Alright, I'll go ahead and use it. Build up my life bar again. This boss has turned out to be easy. It's probably about to like freaking destroy me, but yeah, pretty much. Alright. Alright, fine. Let's use the other one. What you got? So, yeah, you can see it actually built my health bar back up. It's only a level 1 hyper, and I've got 70% of it left, so you do have to use a laser to build it back up, I believe, if I remember correctly, but anyway, we'll find out. So, hopefully I can get that built all the way back up at the beginning of stage 4 here. Hopefully they silently stop talking so that we can get there. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to use as much of this as I can. Okay, yeah, we're built all the way back up now, and almost got hit again. So things do start to get, a little more hectic, stage 4 especially, and I just start running into stuff left and right. It happens. So, fortunately, I don't know any good placements or anything in this. I don't know any routes, so that's one of the things that can make your runs a little on the inconsistent side when you get to later stages like this, is just not having any kind of routes memorized or planned. You don't really have to memorize. People get kind of, I think, are a little mistaken about how much memorization there is with this genre as a whole. So you could just do that. I mean, that too. So anyway, I'll go ahead and use another hyper here. Try to make a little quicker work of this mid-boss. Whew. About to make quick work of me. So anyway, yeah, I told you this was gonna be sloppy. Oh, oh, it just gets sloppier and sloppier. I'm not even paying attention now. So anyway, I don't know if I'll make it to stage 5 or not. I'm just gonna slop away here. Yeah, and I just seem to be getting in really rough spots here. I don't know. I don't know why I'm bothering to try to suck in the bullets here, or the metals. Usually when you're sucking like this, you don't even worry about score. And obviously, scoring's not really... I mean, you know, scoring exists in this mode, but, you know, obviously no one would... Or I wouldn't think anyone would really play it seriously for score. So... But I don't know. Maybe you'd like to. Or you can just run into bullets like that. You know, whatever. Whatever suits you. See, one of my only issues as far as trying to figure out when to use the hypers and all that sort of thing is unless you're at a boss, you don't necessarily want to be laying on the you know, the freaking laser all the time. You know what I mean? So it make things a little weird, but. About boxing myself in there. So I was in the yellow. I worked my way back up to the gonna die anyway. Let's see. Yeah, worked my way back into the green. Probably gonna take another hit at some point, knowing my sloppiness and tiredness at the moment, and apathy. Let's not forget apathy. Apathy can be a very powerful tool in running into bullets. I like to do a little celebration dance. You know, back it up a little bit. Alright, so this is the last stage. Oh, yeah, I ran right into that one. So, expect to see a lot of that. And that. Alright, come on, Jason, let's get it together. I was kind of hoping to at least, you know, not suck this bad. No, I was hoping I'd at least make it a good way through this stage, so you guys can see a little bit more of it. But yeah, hard to say. At the rate that I'm playing right now. And some of these guys is well, shooting towers there can be kind of a pain. As can these large swarms of bullets here. And of course we got the metal break. Gotta love that. Oh, looks like I always take a hit there. It's always like right on top of me. Alright, screw this guy. Screw you guys, I'm going home. And probably that wasn't a good idea, because... okay, alright. Well, maybe. Or maybe not, you know. Whatever. Ooh. Not good, not good. So I'm going to go ahead and use another hyper here, or just kind of eat it there, okay? Oh god, guys, this is terrible. So terrible. Alright. Yeah, as you say, I know I was going to do that. Yeah, sometimes when these things start building up on you, you know, you kind of get screwed. Alright, finally some freaking bullet canceling enemies. God. And that is one thing this game is short on, is bullet canceling enemies. But it's not short on getting killed, so anyway, hope you guys like everything, and I'll keep you updated on how everything's going with the house, and I'll be back with some more videos, so take care. Shameful. Just shameful.